Can you point out to what went wrong with the bat? Was it obviously 7 wickets to Spain? Was it lack of execution, scoreboard pressure, or just changing conditions?
I think it's not started with the bat. I think as good a wicket as it was, I think 195 was probably a above par score there. We didn't execute with the ball at all, and that sort of made the scoreboard pressure, as you say, come into play. Caps off to them. They batted really well, bowled some very good spin, and our decision making and execution wasn't quite up to par tonight.
And just sort of looking at how you play outside of the World Cups as well, or where you play. Do you think a lack of exposure, playing under lights outside of World Cups, has that contributed to the result tonight?
We haven't had any practices under lights yet. So we had a rained-off practice and a rained-off match. So yesterday we weren't allowed to play under lights. So this is our first time that we've played under lights since Bangladesh, of which some of our players weren't there. So it is obviously quite new for most of the guys. But that's not an excuse for us. We got to go out there and do the business. The guys have done it before at these events. So just a poor night from us pretty much.
Hi Ryan, you just kept rifling to your bowlers, you made a lot of changes, but it was fairly difficult to stop Sai Teja out there. And he also played proper cricketing shots, so how difficult was it to sort of try and stop players like that?
Yeah, I thought their batters batted really well. They've got a great batting lineup. We've seen it in the Cricket World League. They, top run scorers in the league, and we probably mis-executed quite a few of our balls and didn't quite stick to our plans. But again, caps off. I think they did bat really well, and especially in that middle period to pick up 10 boundaries with only 10 dots was an excellent effort from them. And that sort of set them up for a really good score out there. And they executed their shots really well.
Yeah, Paul sorry.
Ryan, actually you had a psychological advantage against USA because you have never lost. The last 3 games you played with USA, you have been winning, and after winning the toss, was it some positive? You rate the wicket something different because it was a batsman's pitch. So why you didn't select to bat first?
Yeah, we have seen on this ground that you can definitely chase the runs, potentially if there does come a bit of dew. There was no dew out there tonight, so obviously their spinners were able to grip the ball really well. We'll obviously look at that decision making as well in terms of what we wanted to do first. But again, we didn't execute with the ball, we didn't execute with the bat, and it's as simple as that. I think we've had a good record against the USA so far, as you mentioned, but they're not number 1 on the Cricket World League 2 for nothing. They're a good team and they play good cricket, and we just didn't play good enough cricket to compete with them today.
So Paul had a good game against Pakistan, but we haven't seen him in the last 2 games. Is it a tactical call or is he nursing an injury?
Yeah, Paul picked up an injury after that first match, so we tried to get him back for the second game. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to come back up since then. Obviously we'll be looking to nurse him back to health, and hopefully he can come firing in the last game.
Ryan, can you just talk a bit about Zach's growth as well, one of your younger players. I think he was born, played a bit in England, and obviously has that tennis background as well, and sort of coming through cricket. How do you sort of identify him and talk about his growth as well?
Yeah, it's been fantastic to have Zach as part of our team. He's come in and really mixed well with the guys, first and foremost. He's got great skill and a lot of potential going forward. Bowls, bats and fields, which is something that we pride ourselves on, and offers us a total cricket package. So, very exciting to see what can happen with him in the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ryan.
Speed your average speed actually dropped quite considerably compared to the first 2 games. What was the thinking behind that? And also, did you expect Chepauk to assist you, especially in the second half of the game?
Yeah, I've played in Chepauk in the past, and always pace off the ball when you're looking to spin always helps. And whereas the previous 2 games we played, let's say in Colombo, was a much drier and much flatter wicket, so I had to vary there. And then 1 also very similar. Normally you need a little bit of pace to get that bounce and all of that. So there was a lot of variations, but here had to keep it simple. A lot of one-day plans, more repetitions than variation, because the pitch was already assisting.
How
how was the wicket to bowl to? How was the wicket to bowl to? Like, and you had a good total and a couple of good partnerships. That really helped you to bowl well.
Yeah, definitely. When you have runs on board, gives you that liberty to be able to take that extra chance and try to get wickets in the power play. And when batters are coming really hard at you, and you are bowling much slower pace, all you have to do is get a miss hit from them, and they had to keep going at the end of the day. So we knew that, and when the ball was gripping and spinning, it helped us, and kept it really simple.
Is this your best performance so far?
No, I've had another 4 for 16 as well before.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to make sense of what I understood actually from watching the game. So in the first innings, it appeared as if the ball didn't grip and it was kind of skidding on actually. So was there dew during the first innings when you were batting? And I mean,
no, actually it did spin in the first over, but then probably looked like the Dutch bowlers did not look to spin enough and backed their plans when we got off to some runs, and then partnership was also there, so things were different in their innings. For us, we had runs on board. All we had to do is keep it very simple and look to spin. So my plan was very simple, that whenever under pressure, I'll look to spin the ball rather than go faster and faster on this wicket.
Congratulations, actually now you are the leading bowler in your group. I'm just asking you, actually USA is doing quite good against even India. They did very good in bowling. Today also the bowling was there. But in USA, whether you are having such type of pitches there or not, because yesterday Jahangir said that they need funding and some good grounds also in USA. So do you have any plan to make such a base for your, because your team is really very good in bowling and batting, and sometimes you are giving very good performance. So is there any plan by your government to make a base there like that?
I think we already have a few stadiums, but again, infrastructure is not in players' control, and we need more and more infrastructure. And back in the 90s, India was also facing infrastructure crisis, and since the time we had infrastructure here, cricket has been different. And since the time NCA and all these academies have come up, and infrastructure plus quality coaches had come up, even the next generation of Indian players and all the other test playing nations have done well. So I think the difference between us being a top nation and right now where we are is infrastructure, and I think that's all the help we need. And I think this team has immense potential, and we need more and more international games, international series against top sides, and have that confidence to finish games against these top sides. And I think both the games we competed really well. There were phases we were on top in both the games against, we are talking about top 2, top 3 nations in the world. And if you just look at the funding size they have versus what we have, with whatever practice we get, we put up a show, and the world has watched. So I think it's all on ICC and all the local boards who are working to make American cricket great. And we need all of you guys, in the cricketing fraternity to support this and give us all the opportunities. And I think then there's a long way to go.
I think there was close to 20,000 in the house tonight. There was a few pockets of USA chants at certain points as well. You guys were able to win in a way where you were probably able to soak it up a little bit more, given the result wasn't particularly close. Can you kind of describe how it was feeling in the middle out there, soaking in that atmosphere of a victory in front of a Chennai crowd like that?
I was really surprised, actually. I wasn't expecting this big of a turn up today, and of course I know how passionate Chennai people are for the game, but I think also when I look in hindsight, we've earned this, and we played quality cricket throughout, whenever in both the World Cups, and we've given top teams a run for their money. And I think today was a great example that Netherlands is the top associate side, and dominating and winning like this shows us that where we are as a team and where we want to be. So I think we are here for the long run, and we want to be seen, and we want all these opportunities coming our way.
And Harmeet, among the 20,000, it almost felt like it was a home game for you, like with the TSK boys getting a lot more love, and I think Nosh's family came from Bangalore as well. So I was just wondering, did it sort of feel like a home game for you?
No, I feel anywhere in India where I play, most places I've played a game and played a lot of games. But I think especially when we see our family supporting us and everybody in the house behind us, it gives a huge boost. And I think the fans out there, kudos to them. We're really grateful that they're coming out in such numbers and chanting USA, and we're earning fans around the world. So I think it's a big step forward for cricket in America, and we are like sort of becoming like an underdog favorite. So I think I'm enjoying this, and it's always a really nice battle out there.
Your action and great reminds one of Monty Panesar. Have you seen him bowl? Has he inspired you? He has had a lot of success in India.
I don't know if I bowl like him, but yeah, I've seen him bowl. Great bowler, but yeah, I try to not imitate anyone, but yeah, it can come across as like that.
One more question. Thank you. That concludes the press conference. We'll do the mixed media.
Just thank you.